Situation in Afghanistan, where the two countries have shared objectives vis-à-vis a peaceful and stable Afghanistan. I would now like to request Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood Qureshi for his opening remarks.
My dear friend, colleague, Foreign Minister Mas, I welcome you to Pakistan and to the Foreign Office once again. This is, as the spokesman said, our third meeting this year, and believe you me, every meeting helps in understanding each other better and creating an enabling environment to further deepen our bilateral relations. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the 2021 is the year of 70 years of diplomatic relations with Germany. And I'm happy to share with you that we have planned a number of activities to celebrate 70 years of close cooperation, coordination, and excellent bilateral relations in a befitting manner. Germany has been and is an important investor for Pakistan. There are over 35 multinationals operating and working in Pakistan as I speak to you and doing well. You are one of our largest trading partners within the European Union, and thank you for supporting us in the GSP Plus, and there are possibilities of enhancing our trade further. There are many areas where we can develop economic linkages in the future. Areas like renewable energy, solar energy, IT, housing, so many other areas where we electric vehicles, there are opportunities that Germany must avail, in my view. In the special economic zones in CPEC, there are opportunities that you must think of. On defense matters, we've had a good cooperation. The Army Chief's visit in June 2021 gave further momentum to those good understanding and cooperation. And there are areas on bilateral, in the bilateral affair that can further help our diaspora and our relations. For example, expeditious visa will help Pakistani students, businessmen, families, and if you could help doing that, that will be very helpful. For example, revision of travel advisory. You already have. Thank you for doing so. And a further upgradation would be highly appreciated. At the same time, we want to further sort of broaden our presence, like Consulate Munich. Pakistan is very keen, it's an important station, and we feel that our presence would add value to what we have over there. Ladies and gentlemen, we discussed the latest situation in Afghanistan. I had a good conversation with the Foreign Minister on the telephone on the 21st of August, and I requested him to visit Pakistan, and I'm highly appreciative. You're taking out time in a very, very busy time for yourself, and because of elections, for you to come to the region, to Pakistan, see things firsthand. Getting information through telegrams is one thing. Coming and meeting people and seeing things for yourself is totally different. And I am positive and I am confident, the assessment that you will make after having met, engaged with your staff here, with your embassy here, with your mission here, and with the political and the military leadership of Pakistan, with other regional players that you have visited, will give you a very good holistic view of what the challenges are, what the concerns are, what the opportunities are, and what needs to be done in the days ahead. How the international community should act. What are the advantages of remaining engaged? What would be the consequences of abandonment? You know, what did we learn from the past? What should be done differently this time as opposed to the 90s? You know, this is what needs closer consultation and discussions. I have shared our perspective. I'll be highly appreciative if the Foreign Minister and other colleagues coming in the next few days will be able to share Pakistan's perspective with their colleagues when they meet informally, you know, in the European Union. Foreign Minister, before I conclude, I want to share with you that in my view, and I'm speaking as a politician, as a legislator, as a person who is on the ground, connected with the people, and not just an academic. This is a pivotal moment in Afghanistan's history. The international community must remain engaged. Humanitarian assistance must flow. Do not let the economic collapse in Afghanistan take place. Vacuum is in nobody's interest. Instability is in nobody's interest. Exodus of refugees cannot be stopped within the region. Look at the larger picture, the holistic picture, and when you do, I am sure you will make the right decisions, and you will be able to convince your colleagues, you know, and Germany is a very, very important country. You have a very important international presence. Your voice matters. You're counted. So when you speak, you know, you will be heard. So please do that. I want to thank you for visiting us. I look forward to continuing working with you and deepening our bilateral relations further. Thank you. Over to you.
Ja, vielen Dank, lieber Herr Kollege. Vielen Dank dafür, dass wir uns in einem sehr überschaubaren Zeitraum jetzt schon das 3. Mal treffen. Und da sind unsere Telefonate, die wir in der Zwischenzeit geführt haben, gar nicht mitgezählt. Das zeigt, dass wir wirklich uns sehr, sehr eng abstimmen. Nicht nur mit Blick auf Afghanistan, sondern auch bilateral insgesamt. Und darüber bin ich sehr dankbar. Heute bringt uns eben leider nicht wie geplant eigentlich das 70-jährige Jubiläum der diplomatischen Beziehungen zwischen Deutschland und Pakistan zusammen, sondern die dramatischen Entwicklungen in Afghanistan.
Well, thank you, dear colleague, Excellency. Thank you. This is indeed the 3rd meeting in a very short period of time, and I'm not counting phone calls in it. And it shows just how close Germany and Pakistan are coordinating, not only as far as Afghanistan is concerned, but also as far as our bilateral relations are concerned. And I'm very delighted and happy and grateful for that. Unfortunately, we're not gathered here today on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between Pakistan and Germany, but rather we're here because of the dramatic developments in Afghanistan.
In dem internationalen Kraftakt, den es in den letzten Tagen gegeben hat mit vielen internationalen Partnern, haben wir in dieser Zeit verschiedene Personengruppen, deutsche Staatsangehörige, Ortskräfte und schutzbedürftige Menschen die Ausreise aus Afghanistan ermöglicht. Und auch Pakistan hat einen Anteil daran, dass das gelungen ist. So konnten zum Beispiel mit der Luftbrücke, die zwischen Islamabad und Kabul eingerichtet wurde durch unsere niederländischen Partner, auch deutsche Staatsbürger ausgeflogen werden, auch solche, die zur Aufnahme in Deutschland berechtigt gewesen sind. Und dafür will ich mich heute an dieser Stelle noch einmal ganz herzlich bedanken.
We've seen a major international efforts in the past days, and thanks to these efforts, various groups of people were evacuated out of Afghanistan. German nationals, local staff, other vulnerable Afghan men and women, and Pakistan had its share and played a part in the fact that we managed to do so successfully. For example, also thanks to the airlift between Islamabad and Kabul, which was established by our Dutch partners, we were able to evacuate German citizens and other people deemed eligible for admission in Germany. And I'm deeply grateful and thank you for that.
Und als Nachbarstaat bekommt Pakistan die Auswirkungen der Krise ganz besonders zu spüren, wie das für die Nachbarstaaten insgesamt gilt. Wir wissen um die politisch-wirtschaftlichen und auch gesellschaftlichen Folgen, die das hat und auch haben kann. Und deshalb will ich das auch hier sagen, wie auf den anderen Stationen meiner Reise, dass wir uns das nicht nur anschauen, sondern dass Deutschland euch und die Länder der Region mit diesen Herausforderungen nicht alleine lässt. Wir haben bereits 100 Millionen Euro für humanitäre Hilfe bereitgestellt. Mit weiteren 500 Millionen Euro wird die Bundesregierung auch die Nachbarstaaten über konkrete Projekte und Maßnahmen unterstützen. Und wir werden aber auch darüber hinaus ganz konkrete Projekte noch einmal darüber hinaus fordern, etwa beim Thema Grenzmanagement bis hin zu den Fragen Extremismusprävention.
Pakistan, as a neighbor of Afghanistan, is fully experiencing the effect of this crisis, and I'm going to say this here, but I also said it in previous stops of my journey. We're not only going to look at the situation, but Germany stands ready to support the neighboring countries, the region. We will not abandon you in facing these challenges. So we've already provided 100 million euro in humanitarian assistance, and the federal government also pledged 500 million euro for projects and measures in the neighboring countries. And beyond that, we're also promoting tangible, concrete projects such as border management and projects pertaining to the prevention of extremism.
Wir haben in den letzten Wochen, wir tun dies aktuell und wir werden das auch in der Zukunft tun, sehr eng zusammengearbeitet mit Pakistan, wenn es darum ging, deutsche Staatsbürger nach Deutschland zu bringen. Wir wissen, dass es weiterhin deutsche Staatsbürger in Afghanistan gibt, auch solche, die einen Aufenthaltstitel in Deutschland bekommen. Und wir wollen als Bundesregierung dafür sorgen, dass denjenigen auch die Möglichkeit gegeben wird, in Zukunft nach Ende der militärischen Luftbrücke das Land zu verlassen und nach Deutschland zu kommen. Und auch dazu haben wir heute gesprochen und auch dazu werden wir in Zukunft weiter eng zusammenarbeiten, wofür ich außerordentlich dankbar bin.
In the past weeks and also today and in the future, we're closely coordinating with Pakistan as far as the evacuation of German citizens to Germany is concerned. We know that there are still German nationals in Afghanistan right now, and people who have received a residency permit to come to Germany. And of course, we also want to make sure that those people have the possibility after the end of the military evacuation to come to Germany. And this is what we talked about today, and we're also going to coordinate and closely cooperate in the future regarding this. And I'd like to express my gratitude and thank you for your efforts in this regard.
Thank you.
Thank you, ministers. I believe the foreign ministers would have time to take it.
वज़ीर ख़ारजा शाह महमूद कुरैशी